Hello students. Now in today's lecture we start our second chapter of physics. That is, the name of that chapter is mechanical properties of fluids. Scheme of marking and weightage for that chapter is minimum of 5 marks and maximum of 7 marks. That means maximum 7 marks question should be asked on that chapter, or minimum weightage of that chapter is 5 marks. First we define what is meant by fluids. We know that there are three states of matter: solid, liquids and gases. Now this state is fluid. Here fluid means the substance that can be flow is called as fluids. That means water can be flow or gases can be flow. So these are called as fluids. So it is the phase of matter that includes liquid, gases and plasmas. Now we see what is the example of fluids. For example, air. Second example is the water. Air, water that can be flow. Here flour dough and molten lava that also flow is example of fluid. Now next example is toothpaste. It is also flow. So these are etc. These are the examples of fluids. Now we see what is the ideal fluids and what are the properties of ideal fluids. So first property of ideal fluid, that it is incompressible. That means its density is constant. When the density of the substance is constant, that is called as incompressible. So that is the first property of ideal fluids, not general fluids. It is the property of ideal fluids. Now we see its second property. Second property of ideal fluid is its flow is irrotational. Its flow is irrotational. That means its flow is smooth and no disturbance in the flow. So there is no disturbance in the flow. That type of flow is called as irrotational flow. So that is the second property of ideal fluid. Now we see third property. So third property of ideal fluid is it is non-viscous. It is non-viscous means there is no internal friction between two substances or two molecules, and that means it has no viscosity. So this is the third property of ideal fluid. Now we see fourth property. Its flow is a steady flow. When this fluid is flowing, that type of flow is called as steady flow. That means its velocity at each point is constant. Velocity should not be changed. When velocity is changing, that is called as a turbulent flow. When it is steady, it is called as a steady flow. That means velocity is constant in time. So these are the properties of ideal fluids. Now we know that solid can be subjected to shear stress. In last year we studied friction. Here in friction there are three types of stress and three types of strain which you have studied in last year 11th standard. So here is the figure A. In figure A, we can explain what is meant by shear stress. Suppose we take a textbook. So that is a textbook of 12th, where that AB side is a fixed side, CD is the upper side. When we apply a tangential force, that means the shape of that book should be changes. Here D changes to D dash, C changes to C dash, When we apply tangential force means force which is applied to upper surface. Here L is the length of that book. Then there is the angle theta. That means there is a changes at A, B, C dash, D dash. Without applying deforming force, the first shape of that book is A, B, C, D. So that is change in shape. So that is called as shearing stress. Now in second figure, there is a normal stress. If we take a cube where we apply force on four sides, upper force, lower force, right hand side and left hand side force is applied to the cube. So that is called as a compressive, which is shown in figure B. Now in third figure, there is a tensile force or tensile stress, which is shown in figure B. So these are solid can be subjected to a shear stress in figure A and normal stress in figure B. These two figures for normal stress, first figure A for a shearing stress. Now we see what is the properties of fluids. There is general properties of fluid. First property, they do not oppose deformation. They get permanently deformed. That means on a fluid, when we applied a force or force is applied, the shape of that body is permanently deformed. So, second property, they have ability to flow. That means fluids have ability to flow without flowing. We do not call it as a fluid. So that is the second property of a fluid. Third property, they have ability to take the shape of container. Suppose we take a water into a glass, or if we take a water into a vessel or a container, so that shape of container should goes to the liquid. So that is the third property. They have ability to take the shape of a container. After that, we study what is meant by hydrostatic. Hydrostatic, it is a branch of physics when we say that the study of fluid at rest, when we study the fluid at rest, so that branch is called as hydrostatics. So that is about the basic things of mechanical properties of fluids. So in this video we studied what is meant by fluid, what are ideal properties of fluids and what are the general properties of fluid. So that is about the fluids. The next point which is deducted for this year also due to COVID-19.